Hi everyone, welcome back. It's extremely hot down here in Cancun. I'm Helena, by the way, and I'm going to make another little quickie here just to show you another thirst killer. This will actually take the heat off and you'll feel less thirsty. It's what they call a red-eyed beer. Ojo Rojo, por favor. So, this is the true Caribbean Cancun Riviera Maya way of how we prepare it here. You go into Mexico City or some other place out there, then normally they don't get it right, or most of them don't even know what you're talking about. So we're actually going to start by taking a piece of lime here. This is a few different ways of how you do it. You can take lime and put it around the rim of your glass, okay? And just add salt on if you don't want to have any chili. But if you don't have any chili on it, it kind of loses the whole idea. Next thing, we take clamato. This is probably clamato in English. It's tomato juice with clam juice mix, okay? Get it in groceries. It's got to be cold. We don't want ice in this. And we're going to add on a bit in there, and then before I forget, I'm going to take what I do. It's chili powder. It's Tajin, Tajinn. You find this in Walmart, and we're going to add this on to the rim here. Add towards the sides a little bit, okay, like this. There you go, some goes in, that's perfectly fine. Then I'm taking chamoy, again, Chamoy. It's like sour, sweet chili. A little bit spicy, but not really that much at all. And what I'm doing is going to hold up in the top here, is that I'm putting it on the rim. It's going to run over on the sides a bit, don't worry about it. It's all part of the show. Alrighty, here we go. Put some of that on there. Some will go inside, which is perfect. Now, what's on the outside? You can wipe it up a little bit, like this. Where is that? Alrighty. Now, let's get the rest of the tomato juice in here. I'll say about that much. It's close to half of this glass. And I'm making a big glass because this is going to go like, you're going to drink it like this. But when you work with Ojo Rojo, red-eye beer, you want to have a dark beer to work with, okay? So let's open up the can here. And we're going to pour this in slowly. Otherwise, it's going to overflow here. All right. So it's a good idea to put the juice in first and leave the beer for afterwards. Now, if you don't want to make this with beer, you can spice up that vodka if you want to. Instead of making a Bloody Mary out of it, we'll make a Red Mary out of it, okay? And since I have some fruit left, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece, put on the side, and kind of let it hang there. And I also have a bit of cucumber left over from last fruity thing I made. See, it bubbles a bit here. Now, the nicest way to decorate this up is actually by taking a celery stick with some leaves on it and stick in there. You can also add the little extra to get it to be like a return to life, as they call it down here, devuélveme la vida. And that is with, take a stick, put on shrimps, or mixed shrimps with oysters, clams, some seafood things on there. Either seafood that is extremely fresh that you can put in because the beer would kind of cook it up a bit, or seafood that has been frozen for at least 72 hours before you start working with it to make sure there's no bacteria on there, okay? So all I can say is cheers, cheers, and enjoy. So good. Alrighty. Now, also, before I forget, because what I normally put in is something called salsa Valentina. It's a Valentina sauce. You can also find this in Walmart. And what I do is I'll just add on maybe half a teaspoon. All right, this one is hot, all right? Now, that will be it for now. Enjoy your Ojo Rojo. See you next video. Okay?